And today is the day. If you're a man, you have to, generally speaking, if you have your woman, you got to get your stuff together for Valentine's Day. So we got a couple options for you. Number one, we're going to give you an option for dinner tomorrow night because we have Melissa Brinton, who's performing here on the John Krol Show. And guess what? She'll be at Flavors tomorrow for the Valentine's evening at Flavors. So that's a great place to take your sweetheart for dinner in downtown Pittsfield. But you also have to get your flowers. So there's a little bit of a reference to our show last week, Township 4, downtown Pittsfield. And if you saw some photos with Jed over there, he is cranking out the arrangements and working all night and all day for Valentine's Day. Again, Valentine's Day is tomorrow, guys and ladies. Melissa Brinton coming in. We're going to be chatting with her and hearing some beautiful music from Melissa Brinton. And then for the second portion, we're splitting it up into halves because it's just a lot of entertainment here on the show. We're going to have our friends from Gypsy Burlesque, Gypsy Lane Burlesque, and Darcy Sosa says, if Krol isn't dancing burlesque, I'm not watching. Well, you know, you'll have to watch. You'll have to watch because you don't know. You never know what can happen. Get a few drinks, get some music. Who knows? So Melissa Brinton is here. And Melissa's been, as we've been setting up today, we've been doing some house maintenance. By the way, 895 square feet of floor space here in the studio. So we're going to get that done very, very soon, among other things. So Melissa, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the behind-the-scenes operation here at the John Krol, it's a real, you know, I don't know, it's a well-oiled machine, obviously.
Yeah.
So, tell me about you performing around, and this is the second time you've appeared on our show, and we loved you so much the first time that that you're coming back. But tomorrow night you're at Flavors. You play there quite a bit. You know, what kind of atmosphere is it like at Flavors?
Well, it's very nice. Chin and Sabrina are excellent hosts. And it's got a nice stage and a piano there, which is awesome. So I don't have to bring my keyboard, which is very heavy. And the food is amazing.
It is amazing. I love Flavors. Good Ward 6 business. But now, do you prefer playing keyboard or guitar? And then there's some other instruments you play. Like if you know, there's one song you had to play and it was like you're on the final of The Voice or something like that. Whatever. Like what instrument would you be playing with?
Oh, probably guitar.
Yeah.
I'm probably the most comfortable with guitar.
Why is that?
Probably because I have played that more. I spent more time working on that instrument. But I do have a lot of fun with the fiddle. I just wouldn't say that I'm that great at it.
Well, you're pretty damn good at it, I think. I mean, I've heard you perform on the fiddle, so so you are tremendous. So what kind of songs are you going to be playing tomorrow night? Is it going to be like love songs?
Yeah, I'm going to try to pull out some love songs. Some
like
sappy.
What kind of love songs like get you going? Like what's the, you know, what, like is it like for my wife it's like 80s romance songs, like that's her thing.
Yeah.
That's probably not your thing. You know, but like what songs do you like as far as romance songs?
Well, the ones I was thinking of playing today for you, there's an Alison Krauss one, When You Say Nothing at All. And then there's the Mamas and the Papas, Dream a Little Dream. It's one of my favorites.
Fantastic. Yeah. So, well then, okay, grab your guitar. We'll be hearing some music from Melissa Brinton, who, by the way, has a wonderful CD. And Ryan, I think at some point we have it in our system somewhere. Maybe we have a visual of your CD. But tell people, you know, what is your latest album, and how can people get it?
It's labeled self-titled, so it's just called Melissa. It's available on iTunes and Spotify, and you can also buy it at Wood Brothers for $10.
Fantastic. And man, is Wood Brothers amazing over there.
The new renovated one,
Isn't it gorgeous?
It's, yeah.
I just got a chance. I just picked up some strings myself last week, and for whatever reason, I had not been in there, and man, it is awesome. So if you haven't had a chance to go to the new Wood Brothers space over there in the Allendale Plaza, please do so. So what are you going to be performing for us here, Melissa?
I'm going to do the Alison Krauss, When You Say Nothing at All.
And I love that song, by the way, because the guy who married my wife and me, he actually quoted that song during the ceremony. So it's a special tune for me, I can tell you. So Melissa Brinton.
It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart. Without saying a word, you can light up the dark. Try as I may, I could never explain what I hear when you don't say a thing. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all. All day long I can hear people talking out loud. But when you hold me near, you can drown out the crowd. Old Mr. Webster could never define what's being said between your heart and mine. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all.
Melissa Brinton, and I love Alison Krauss. Of course, I remember the "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" soundtrack. I don't know.
Amazing
Now,
soundtrack.
tell me about your influences a little bit, because I mean that's when sort of the bluegrass and that was very popular at that time. When that, God, how long ago was that? It's like, maybe 15 years ago or something. With the "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" stuff. But what influences you?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned the "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou," because I play that song, "The Big Rock Candy Mountains."
Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
That's
like
a fun one.
my kids would love that song too, right? It's a
Yeah.
good, it's kind of it's fun. It's fun.
I could play it for you. If
Now,
you
I
want.
would love to hear the Big Rock Candy Mountain as well. Maybe not a love song, but it's a love song from a different point of view.
That's right.
In the immortal words of Jimmy Buffett. So
Yeah.
So tomorrow night, 6 to 9. But you're also performing all over Pittsfield and throughout the Berkshires. So I
Yeah.
know we were just talking about some of the places that are the best places to have gigs. Like who has the obviously you pay your musicians, but then do they get food? Do they get drinks on the house and that sort of thing? So where else do you like to play?
The Lion's Den
Yeah.
and the Mission is a cool place as well.
Yeah.
Hotel in North. started playing at recently. That's another cool place.
So are we doing better than maybe we were like 5 years ago? Like as far as the venues?
I think so.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And I even, every once in a while I see performers like up at the Berkshire Museum. They set people up, there in the crane room and that sort of thing. Actually, that's where we're going to be next week, is at the Berkshire Museum set up for the 10 by 10 festival. So, I mean, if you want to play Big Rock Candy Mountain.
Sure, I would love to.
Let's do it. Let's
Okay.
do it. So, Melissa Brinton, who is from
Pittsfield. Yep.
Originally graduated from
PHS.
Yeah. All right. Hey, we all have something in common, except Ryan. He's a Chicana guy. So Melissa Brinton, Big Rock Candy Mountain. I'm loving this. I'm loving this.
One evening as the sun went down and the jungle fire was burning, down the tracks came a hobo hiking, and he said, boys, I'm not turning. I'm heading for a land that's far away, beside the crystal fountains. So come with me, we'll go and see the Big Rock Candy Mountains. In the Big Rock Candy Mountains, there's a land that's fair and bright, where the handouts grow on bushes, and you sleep out every night. And the boxcars all are empty, and the sun shines every day on the birds and the bees and the cigarette trees, the lemonade springs where the bluebird sings in the Big Rock Candy Mountains. In the Big Rock Candy Mountains, all the cops have wooden legs, the bulldogs all have rubber teeth, and the hens lay soft-boiled eggs, and the farmers' trees are full of fruit, and the barns are full of hay. Oh, I'm bound to go where there ain't no snow, where the rain don't fall and the wind don't blow, in the Big Rock Candy Mountains. In the Big Rock Candy Mountains, all the jails are made of tin, and you can walk right out again as soon as you are in. And there ain't no short-handled shovels, no axes, saws, or picks. Oh, I'm bound to stay where you sleep all day, where they hung the jerk that invented work, in the Big Rock Candy Mountains. In the Big Rock Candy Mountains, you never change your socks, and little streams of alcohol come a-trickling down the rocks, and the brakemen have to tip their hats, and the railroad bulls are blind. There's a lake of stew and a whiskey too, you can paddle all around it in a big canoe, in the Big Rock Candy Mountains. Oh, I'll see you all next coming fall in the Big Rock Candy Mountains.
Hey, Melissa Brinton, the Big Rock Candy. And if there's a place where I don't have to change my socks with alcohol dripping down the rocks, what more? I mean, if our show could be like the Big Rock Candy Mountain, that would be my heaven. So I love it. Thanks for by the way, some good comments. Brian Andrews says, OMG, I love Alison Krauss, and I expected this to be disappointing because he loves Alison Krauss so much, but Melissa did a great job. I've never heard her before, but I'm an instant fan on Spotify, now looking for the album. So George says, she is amazing. That's Melissa. And Amanda says, I heart Melissa. And so yes, we all do. So tell me about the songwriting process, because on your original album, of course, self-titled, those are your songs. What inspires you, and how do you go through the process of writing music?
I usually would write the lyrics first, and then come up with a melody, and then put the chords to it. Usually, heartbreaks are what inspires me.
Aren't those the best time to write songs? I mean,
yeah. I mean, you got to put that energy somewhere.
That's right. I mean, it's amazing that's where often and those are some of the greatest songs of all time. Of course, are songs where when things are not going so well, that's when people grow the most as artists and human beings. Yeah. I think
so.
Even though it hurts.
Yes.
Do you like to write your music using the piano or guitar or other instruments?
I do a little both, the piano and guitar. Probably mostly piano. That was my first instrument I ever learned, so I'm probably more comfortable with that one. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
So breakups work for songwriting. So let's get another tune in because people are loving hearing your music. What are you gonna play next for us?
How about the Mamas and the Papas?
Yeah.
Dream a Little Dream.
All right. Once again, Melissa Brinton. She'll be performing tomorrow night, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Maybe a couple breaks here and there in between, but usually.
The stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me while I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. The stars fading, but I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear, just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave your worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. The stars fading, but I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. Well, I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear, just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave your worries far behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Dream a little dream of me.
Oh, I love that voice. Melissa Brinton, and Jen Roddy says, beautiful person, beautiful voice. That is true. Now that song has quite a bit of range, for you, because you can get really up there in your high octaves and the rest, whatever you want to call it. But there's a big range on that song.
Yeah. You know who else has a big range is Joni Mitchell. She's one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
I did a Joni Mitchell tribute album. That was the first CD I made.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she's another one of my inspirations.
Is it like for your go-to, your desert island album, what would it be for that?
Oh, boy. Probably Joni Mitchell's Blue album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, nowadays, since we have iPhones and all these things, then really it's like, what's your desert island mix, nowadays. So so Joni Mitchell obviously is on that for you.
Yeah.
Who else?
Tori Amos and Bjork.
Man, Tori Amos. I have not heard the name Tori Amos in a long time, but she put out some really wild stuff.
Yeah,
in
she's
the
amazing.
90s and maybe even today. I don't know. I don't follow Tori Amos too much. And then Bjork. So that's pretty wide.
Yeah, I like different genres of music.
Do you get what's the experimental in that way?
Not too much, no.
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 You kind of.
I pretty much keep it simple.
Yeah. Never thought of doing any electronica.
Someday,
album.
maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't really know how to do that kind of thing, but I like it. I enjoy it. I appreciate it.
So tomorrow night from 6 to 9 p.m., Melissa Brinton is performing. And someone mentioned Spotify, so people should just search the album under
Or
your
iTunes
name.
or YouTube. It's on YouTube as well.
Okay.
And there's a website. It's melissabrinton.com. That'll link you right to where you need to go to buy a CD or.
Okay, so just Google Melissa too, and melissabrinton.com to get access to all of your original music, and probably some covers as well, because one of your albums is the Joni Mitchell cover.
That's
album.
not up there.
Okay.
That's
So.
because we don't have the permission.
Yeah. Okay. So she'll have to slip that one to you.
Yeah.
Just go to the concert. She'll find one for you. As far as that goes. So Jen Roddy's friend David says, awesome as always. We put up melissabrinton.com. Mike Ward says awesome. So you want to play one more tune for us? What are you going to play for us here now?
How about some Joni Mitchell?
Sounds good.
Star, and I said, constantly in the darkness, where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar. On the back of a cartoon coaster, and the blue TV screen light. I drew a map of Canada, oh Canada, sketched on it twice. Oh, but you are in my blood, you're my holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling. Oh, and still I'd be on my feet. Oh, I'd still be on my feet. I'm frightened by the devil, and I'm drawn to those ones that ain't afraid. I remember the time you told me, you said, love is touching souls. Well, surely you touch mine, 'cause part of you pours out of me in these lines from time to time. Oh, but you are in my blood, you're my holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling. Oh, and still I'd be on my feet. Oh, I'd still be on my feet. I met a woman, she had a mouth like yours. She knew your lies, she knew your devils and your deeds. And she said, go to him, stay with him if you can, but be prepared to bleed. Oh, but you are in my blood, you're my holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, my darling, and still I'd be on my feet. I'd still
Melissa Brinton, and your voice resonates from down to my toes, into my fingertips. George says her voice is truly angelic, and to listen to her, one cannot help but feel the passion in her music. Her first album is great, and I'm eagerly waiting for the next one. So when's the next one coming out?
Oh, I don't know.
Putting you on the spot.
Yeah.
So we'll eagerly await that,
Yes.
and then definitely bring you back on to plug that thing. So again, tomorrow night, give people the rundown for tomorrow night at Flavors, and they'll be seeing you there.
Yeah. Tomorrow, 6 to 9.
She'll be there.
I will.
Performing, no cover. Just gotta, just get a drink and some food and enjoy the music. So, Melissa, a great pleasure having you on again.
Thank you for having me.
Love your music, and thanks so much for playing Big Rock Candy Mountain too. That was fun. That was fun. So, thank you very much. Quick break. We have our friends from Gypsy Lane coming in, Jade and Nicole, and maybe more. I don't know. We'll see. We'll be back right after this.